And that's it for Begonia. Now on to Alaska, which has 4 day deal stages here. As usual, this first one is the day stage of the hard version of the day stage. Human. Yeah. Okay. Get into the Wii version. What would that version been like if there was DLC in that? Which probably mentioned that in a previous video, but I can't remember. But yeah. Aside from that, just going through here and just having this big game, doing this little mini let's play alongside the forces, which yeah. Yeah, even though Forces is not as good as, nowhere near as good as this, I still did have a good time going back and playing that game. Kind of give a little spoiler on my thoughts here, but even because I'm recording this after I fully recorded the Let's Play of Forces, but it's all being uploaded alongside it, so like an every other day thing. So that's basically what the idea is. And again, in the Wii version, you can boost it well in the bobsled, well can't in the Xbox version. Well, with the Unleashed logic, you actually can boost, which is nice, but yeah, can't in here. And I guess a couple things I could mention about Forces, which one thing I did not. Which I can say a few things that I forgot to say during my last play of it, which one thing I will say is that what if there was a 3DS version of Sonic Forces, which could have easily gotten Dimps to make that version, because they made the Wii version of Unleashed, the DS version of Colors, the 3DS versions of Generations and Lost World, and after Lost World they pretty much just stopped making Sonic games. Which yeah, they could have easily used. How many Sonic games would we have gotten if Dim's actually still made more Sonic games? Which obviously it's Sega that greenlights the games, and so it's up to them, not Dim's or Sonic Team or whatever company they makes the games like Sumo Digital or Blind Squirrel, etc. Yeah, but 3DS version of Sonic Forces would have honestly been an interesting idea. You know, especially for if Dimps made it. Well, yeah, we're just gonna assume if Dimps ever did make a because obviously, as I mentioned, and we would have kept the train going with handheld versions of those games, which technically if you get the Switch version of Forces, it is you're getting the handheld version, but it's the same game. And well, with Colors, Generations, and Lost World for DS and 3DS, you were getting the same game, but it was completely different level design, graphics from the console versions. So that's the point I'm getting at here. With probably would get here with Forces. Who knows? Probably had like I'm assuming maybe about 30 levels, probably a little less than that, maybe 20 or 25. But yeah, if it's 20, it would definitely have longer stages, which I'm assuming Dimps would probably have done a good job on, and probably would have made it a better version than the Sonic Team version, honestly. But again, this is just my assumptions on how this doing is, but it would do it because I don't know how big the teams that they had Dimps had working on Sonic games were, if they were bigger than Sonic teams or the same or smaller. But I would assume it was probably bigger because or something, but again, I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on this. Just saying from what I know, but yeah, again, 3DS version of Forces would have been a cool idea, and probably might get a comment saying, well, what about a 3DS version of Sonic Mania? Which, yeah, honestly, that 3DS version of Sonic Mania would probably be just about the same game as the console version would be, because maybe like with stuff like that you could easily make that on a 3DS, because yeah, those sprites could be hey, maybe you could have even had the sprites with the original sprites used from 1, 2 with CD3 and Knuckles. So it could have also done that. That's what I was supposed to do there. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. But aside from that, all I can think of is 3DS version of Mania would be probably about the same as the console version, pretty much, and that wasn't supposed to happen, but I'll take it. Yeah, but yeah, but we also would have gotten DLC, the Mania Plus DLC like the console version did, is another question. And I don't know, but I mean, like yeah, because like saying 3DS versions as well, because 3DS games were still being made in 2017, because we had games like the Minecraft coming to the 3DS, or for the new 3DS I should say, because that's what it was exclusive for. Had Mario sports games for the 3DS released. It had Mario Party, the Top 100 released that year as well. Of course, other games as well. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were released that year as well. So it definitely could have been. So yeah, it definitely was could have still been made if Sega gave the green light for 3DS versions of Mania and Forces. I would not have been against Spy, honestly. I would have loved there to be 3DS versions of those games, and even if they were just those were the last two 3DS games for Sonic, that would have been good enough as is. Because like the next big game, that console game they had was Team Sonic Racing, that came out in 2019, and there were games released for the 3DS around like the first quarter or so of 2019, like a remaster of Mario Luigi plus Bowser's Inside Story with Bowser Jr. involved, and I think Kirby Epic Yarn released for the 3DS as well, which I think was originally on the Wii but was released in 3DS in 2019. But yeah, and that was pretty much the last year where they fully had games released for the 3DS. And of course, I'm still collecting a couple games for the 3DS. Because, yeah, missed out on like a whole decade of handheld games for the most part, because I didn't get a 3DS until 2016. And, okay, that's almost one way to do it. But, yeah. There we go. So it's done in. There's probably also a fan-made mod of a 3DS version of Forces out there somewhere. Because if there is, that would be a fan game, I should say, not a mod. But it would be also pretty cool if there was a 3DS version of that out there. Yeah, but if I could go back in time, I would change and go to like whoever greenlights whoever at Sega greenlights the games and say, hey, want them to make a 3DS version of Forces. Even if it doesn't end up as well, too, it still would have been cool to see, but oh well, that's just my opinion. And we might actually do a community community poll where saying, would you like there to have been a 3DS version for Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces? Because who knows how that would have been played out, and probably just do like 4 options or so, or we're saying yes, no, only Mania, only Forces, isn't. Yeah. And then we're on this good old figure 8 track here, with not like a perfect figure 8, but close enough. Up to where we have to do 3 laps around it, and if we were too slow, then we have to redo it all. So on the second lap around, and it's definitely a stage where drifting can help, even if the drifting in this game's not the greatest. Which, at least this game has drifting, unlike Sonic Forces, as well as that like spin attack move when you when you double tap the B button, which was in 06, and then they brought it over to this game, and it was not in any Boost games after this. And it was not in, damn it, it was not in Colors, it was not in Generations, it wasn't even in Forces or Lost World. Then I don't think Frontiers will have it as well. The spin kick attack was an interesting move to use. It was with, obviously 06 had the better, you had more of a use for it there than in Unleashed, because you could go the entire game without using it. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a way to easily drift for all this stuff here, but I'm not risking it, especially like those 2 turns there. First 2 turns there are fine and enough because the walls get high enough to where it won't fall off. Mission cleared. Got the S rank. You can got no experience. Actually, let me also just check to see how many night stages we have. So you only have 2, and I guess we can do both as well in this video. Because I think we have some time. Can do both as well alongside this one. Yeah, of course, it's one where we have to boost across the platforms here and land on them and go and make our way to the end and then back to the goal ring. Overshot the rainbow rings, which is kind of funny because it kind of reminds me of, I was playing GTA 5 earlier with Mac, Zach, and Nolan, and we were doing a certain type of race. I don't remember what it was called exactly because there was trouble caching RP, and there was this one race where Mac just kept overshooting the checkpoint because it was going too fast, and part of it might have also been because of the slipstream. It was kind of funny, and wasn't happening to me because I didn't have a custom vehicle, or I did, but I didn't have upgrades into it, which probably should do, honestly. Especially since I recently got the yacht, with probably the most expensive thing in the game to purchase. Is what, yeah, I did it, and I was expecting it to be much longer till I would have actually gotten the yacht in GTA. Even though I have not done any videos on GTA in like a few years. Because I don't see much stuff to easily record on there. Oh, well. Well, but that's just me, I guess. And here for that one go, and then we do two Warehog stages, and then that will be it. Now I'm thinking for the next 2, next time we'll be going to Changnan and then Shamar. So that's how we'll do it. Now we're in the Whale Hog stages here with This introduces a gimmick that you have to do to light those torches, which is to light those torches to get up here to make stuff happen. Yeah, meant to press B, not Y, because I was getting a step ahead of myself. And to throw it, good throw. I think the torch will eventually go out and we will have to relight it. And worst part about dying is that we have to rewatch this little cutscene here all over again. But yeah, get it, because it's showing us what we need to do. But yeah, we don't need to play it twice once and we die. Just like once when we start up the stage is good enough. Kind of similar to how New Super Mario Bros. Wii, whenever you die at the Koopa Kid fight, at the castle stages at the end of each world, when Magic Koopa shows up, doesn't do that laugh, going, and it just cuts straight to him doing the magic thing to the stage to make something happen, in which is cross, which does help in the end and saves quite a good amount of time. Come on in. Oh. Yeah, big dude's done. Now for these little dudes. I could have easily just burned them alive. And since the flamethrower guy's here. Burn. Yeah. Yeah. You should get. I always kind of forget you could do this. Just burn them alive, and they can just run around like, help me, when they don't think, just run into the water or those barrels that have water in them. Honestly, yeah, doesn't make much sense when you think they would know about that. Oh, yep, there it is. Darn it. I accidentally pressed B again. Just want to kill him, honestly. That's all I want. For Christmas as you. Even though never really heard that song much. Plus, it's early for Christmas. It's September when I'm recording this, and we're about 3 months away from Christmas. Hey, I guess you can have no. But hey, I guess it's one way to get a head start on Christmas, because recently me and Zach did start this world you and shoot. I could have saved it. Thank God the checkpoint was there, but it was all snow for the most part in. Well, and since a certain update, the snow, they made it to where whenever it snows, the snow piles up into like snow blocks. So it makes getting around a little bit more difficult. But as long as you have a bucket of water, you can easily just, you can easily just pour it down to get rid of all the snow. So that good. Quite high up now. But need to get over there. Well, platform is moving. swings are gonna go back in. I just know it. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I was about to say, what? Are you seriously just gonna trick me? But no. Oh, there we go. And now we have 3 big boys to fight. Yeah. Get rid of you. And collect all that XP. And got enough to activate our unleash. Sure, okay, we can only take about 1 punch to do the quick time thing. Even though it only lasted enough of that one. And you're done. Yeah, 3 quick time events in a row to get those big points. And let's get rid of all those little dudes there. Okay, looks like that's it. And yeah, a couple other things here that could have helped you. But yeah, there's nothing else really out here. Actually, not been back here yet at all. But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. And just continue up to life. And got 1 more stage left, and then that'll be it for Alaska, and then that will be it for the video. Let's see if we can get an estimate on this. If I recall correctly, this one I remember just going around in a giant circle around for something, and need to find out flame enemies. Well, the only place we could go is up here. And what do you know? There it is. Then, get up, buddy. We got a job to do. And that just makes poles magically appear. And it's a trap. Okay. Face my wrath, fire. Yeah. And I caught myself on fire. Yeah. But I actually killed most of them. Wow. I didn't think that would. I would have thought that would have just weakened them enough to me just one punch them. And look who's back up here. Going over that. And can hear the going. We're close. 1 up over there if we need it. But good. And going's down. Can we just jump over this? No, we can't. Sadly, there's no way to shortcut way over that. Well, maybe there was a way, but I don't know of any. Oh, I didn't, right. I didn't see that level before. And some hidden 10 rings were there. Didn't know that. And more enemies to fight. Except now we're on ice. and more this morning. One, this is what we need, and freaking witch. But at least at least after Apatow, we did not have as many of those witches. Which it's nice that we kept caught a break from them. Which I definitely needed a break from them after all that. And maybe we need to do that move more, that like drill missile move. Right. You have to carry those to the end here. And it's a very easy spot to die. Well, one up in the middle, but pretty much forced to lift it, go this way, because can't hang on the icicle and you hold this thing at the same time. I think we can just grab onto the ledge. It automatically makes you do that, and yeah, mate. I remember I died from that the first time. Then good. Just have the door open enough to and close it. Just go out of the way of these guys faster. Oh, yeah, right. This here was kind of interesting. You have to take the ones out of the ones that were in and put them in the correct colors. Okay, so it's interesting, but it's something, alright. And triggers them enemies to appear. And yet we still have to kill them. Unfortunately, but it's the last group of enemies. We can handle them. So rather, we got something in you. You don't want me to hit too, or something. But yeah, I'm just doing that to block the attack. And that's it for you two, and that's all for what goes for them. And then just get that going and made it. Got a B rank. Well, better than a C. Probably could have gotten. Probably could have gotten a higher rank if I did more of those quick time events on the enemies, but oh well. That was just kind of the last one that I wanted to do for the night. So yeah, that's it for the DLC stages for Spagonia and Alaska here, and so about halfway done here with the DLC. So yeah, that'll be it for this episode. So next time on Sonic Unleashed, we shall do the DLC for Changnan and Shamar. So I'll see you all next time.